Greetings, YouTube. Every once in a while, when I'm getting ready for bed, I'll check my messages and I'll see that I've been sent the same thing multiple times. And there are a couple people being like, Prof, oh my gosh, is this a big deal? Is this a nerf? And my response is, how the hell am I supposed to know? I have no idea. So this is going to be one of those videos that I rely on those of you that use Magneto constantly, far more than I do, which is very slim despite the fact that I took him to rank 5. To answer the question, would this really matter in a fight? So you'll notice, since I have no idea if that's going to be true or not, the name in this title of this video is a tweak. It's not a nerf. So a tweak implies, maybe you don't even notice it. I don't know. But it's up to those of you who read this and who interpret it, who use him every day, to say whether or not this has a significant, noticeable impact on Magneto's mechanics, overall damage output, utility, all those fun words we always use to describe champions in this game, etc. So, Kabam Zibbit today said Magneto's ability to place armor breaks when an opponent is bleed immune is only supposed to activate against the hashtag metal opponents. As is stated, with the ability being in a section labeled with magnet. The team is looking into making it operate as stated in his abilities. So, let's just give Kabam the benefit of the doubt for once, despite my infinite trust issues. Let's just say it's true, that this is a bug. Magneto's been bugged, and if he's been causing armor breaks against champions who don't have that metal hashtag, then that's definitely been a bug. So, are there specific champions that Kabam has noticed that Magneto is being more OP against, whether that be in general questing or alliance war, etc.? Again, you tell me. I am not the expert at all on most things, but especially this one. But what I do think is important for those of you who have Magneto to know is that this comment is on the forums. And also keep in mind, because there's going to be, as there always is when this kind of issue arises, people saying, but what about rank down tickets? I demand justice. Where's my dusty pitchfork? Well, Kabam has stated for years, and they've been very consistent with it, that if something is not working as intended, it's a bug. And if it's a bug, it's not on them. And if it's not on them, they're not issuing squat. The only time that they typically do that is when they acknowledge that a champion needs to be rebalanced because they created them to be too powerful. The reason why we have so many champions in 2020 that seem to be somewhere in like the middle tier of the champion, like they're fun enough and they're good enough to go for in a featured crystal, but not to immediately just take to rank 5 and destroy the game like so many people felt like they could with, say, Dr. Doom, is because they don't want to be in a position where they have to admit that they didn't test a champion enough and therefore they need to be rebalanced, aka tweaked enough to where they're nerfed in some way. So I do believe that that's the Kabam goal, to get champions to be in the upper middle tier normally when they're new, to not cause such little damage that they immediately need to be buffed, but also to not be so OP that they have to have the chance of being rebalanced. I truly think if Kabam had that new system in place, they would have made very different mechanics for not just Dr. Doom, but Ghost, Corvus, Domino, you name it. Thankfully, that's not the case. And yet, even though we still have those champions working as intended, we have Kabam saying that they can't give us a 5-star blade. Or right now, even a 5-star Ghost Rider, right? I mean, there's just so many 5-stars that are, 6-star blade or a 6-star Ghost Rider. We have 5 stars, and that's it right now. I am so tired that I don't even know if any of this is making sense. That tells me that I need to wrap this up and stop going into a delirium of insomnia. So, those Magneto users out there, please tell me if you think this is not a big deal at all, a little deal, kind of a big deal, or a huge deal. I am just going to tell you that I read this and think, okay, he's going to be tweaked. And to what extent that's going to even be noticeable, stay tuned. But I also know that there are people who use Magneto every day. He's like their favorite champion. They've taken him to rank 3 as a 6-star, obviously rank 5 as a 5-star, rank 2 as a 6-star, etc. And so your feedback on this is greatly appreciated. And thank you, as always, for clicking on my late night / early morning, what's up, happy morning breakfast across the pond viewers video as I'm getting ready for bed.